Hello and welcome to episode 3 of the If She Sits, She Knits podcast. I'm your host Heather. I'm coming to you from Texas, where I live with my family, which is my husband, 2 daughters, and 4 dogs. Today is October 3rd, 2021, and it's just now 2:30. I am coming to you from my new sitting area that we just put together this weekend. I have my own knit nook now in our house. The room that I'm in is a big living room that we don't usually use except for family gatherings, so we put together a little spot for me to sit and knit and now podcast. Places you can find me are on Instagram under If She Sits, She Knits, and also on Ravelry with the same name. So I first want to stop and say thank you to everyone who has subscribed to my channel, left comments, and liked the videos. I really appreciate it. It's a totally new thing for me, and I'm glad that everybody is liking it and being supportive of it. So again, thank you so much. We're over 100 subscribers, and that's just unbelievable to me. So today's podcast is going to be a little short. I don't have a whole lot of knitting that I've gotten done in the past 3 weeks. Yes, it has been 3 weeks since I've last recorded a podcast, but I did get one large half project done, and so that's a big win for me, but I have to start the second part of it, and I think you guys know what I'm talking about. You may hear some background noise. That's because that's normal, that's life. My daughter's watching Paw Patrol with my husband, so she's talking about the whole episode that she's watching and what's going on with that. So, and I've made myself some notes about what we need to talk about today so that I don't go off track. So let's start with whips. I have a half finished object. This is in my Molly Klein design bag. I'll show you real quick. These are my socks for my coworker Drew, and these are out of the Mustache Yarns colorway purple skein. I did a contrasting cuff. Let's see if we can get that to focus. Contrasting cuff. I forgot to do a contrasting heel, which is okay. But I did do a little stripe here in the toe. He's a Minnesota Vikings fan and a Prince fan, so I wanted to add some yellow into it. So these are half finished. I have to cast on the second one. I am having second sock syndrome big time with this because this is a lot to knit. Say size 12 foot. So this is probably the biggest sock I've ever knit so far. But yeah, half finished object. Need to get going on the second one. Time is running out because we don't have much time before he retires, and that's what these are for. So that was the big progress that I've made on projects with this sock. So I definitely need to hold myself accountable and start the second sock. Let's see. Real quick, these are knit on US 1 2.25 millimeter, and I did these toe up. Let's see, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 110 rows for the foot, 40 rows for the leg, and this is the Fish Lips Kiss heel. I also have progress keepers from Ann Tudor, random fandom bags, and the Crazy Sock Lady Summer Sock Camp, which I know we're well past that, but it's just on my stock as a progress keeper, but I'm probably going to switch this up for something more fall now. I will link everything below. I don't think this is a colorway that is available anymore from Mustache Yarns. She tries to rotate her colorways, but I will link everything. All my Ravelry projects and all of the shops will be listed down below. That is the first one for whips. Let's see. Second project I have, actually there's two projects in this one bag. One is a sock and one is something else. This is from Bird Leg Bags. Let's get this to focus so you can see. It's supposed to be a Thanksgiving bag, but every time that it's the fall, I use it for that. I have a pin on here and I have to remember who I got it from. It spins with the phases of the moon, but they're little yarn balls. So, okay. First new project that I started. We'll go with that because it's sitting on top. Is, okay. I will caution you, if you are part of the gnome make-along for Imagine Landscapes, so this is the gnome make-along number 7, don't look, because I have spoilers for clues. I'm behind, but if you haven't started it yet, then don't look. Okay, so this is, I think I'm up to clue number 4, but I have to knit this really long I-cord for the design element that goes along with this, but this is the hat for the gnome. I also have my little bits that I had to knit in here. These are Amplifiber minis that I got from a swap in the Knitty Natty group that we did. My partner was Wanda, and she sent me some minis from Amplifiber, and I had to use these because they're very fall colors, and I think a lot of people have started knitting these gnomes for Christmas, but I wanted one that I could kind of put out all the time. This is my first time doing the gnome knit along. This is my other color. These are my colors. I posted a picture of them on my Ravelry and on my Instagram when I started this. So if you want to keep up with the progress that I'm making for my gnome, then I'm posting more about it on Instagram than anywhere else. So that's my second work in progress. My third work in progress is my fall socks that I started for the pigskin party with Boston Jen. I'm on the Golden Pearls, we're Team 17. This is the sock that I started. I don't have the band for the yarn anymore, but it's very pumpkin spice like. I'm not a big fan of pumpkin spice strings anymore, but I definitely like the colors. Fish Lips Kiss heel. This is a vanilla sock that I'm knitting. It's 64 stitches, US 1, 2.25 millimeters. I think the leg that I have is, I did 50 rows. I usually make shorty socks, but I didn't want to this time. My progress keeper from the last time, this is from Lemonade Shop when she used to make stitch markers and progress keepers. And then this is a little leaf that I got from another random thing. I have no idea where they came from. Let me see if I can get it to focus. The little acorn, happy little acorns. Right, so that's all of the projects that I have in the works right now. There's a fall make-along that Knitty Natty is doing for sweaters. There's a lot of make-alongs for socks. I just have been doing these 3 projects and I haven't really done anything else. So, like I said, things are kind of short as far as works in progress go. I don't have any finished objects other than the half finished pair of socks. I guess the socks count as a finished object, but it's just one, right? It needs a mate. But let's see, looking at my notes, I think everybody is starting to gear up for the Stephen West make-along that starts on Friday, October 8th. I picked out my colors. I talked about them last time in the last episode. I will put in a picture here of my color selections so that y'all know what I'm picking for my colors. I still need to wind them up because I haven't done that yet. I'm a little behind. I guess I have until Friday, so that's not too bad, right? I think the next thing I'm going to do now is go into acquisitions and have some things that I got, and then I'm going to give a little bit of a tour of my new knit nook because that's a new acquisition for me. It's a new place in my house to start knitting, even though I knit everywhere in my house. So, acquisitions. First one that I got is this bag from Stolen Minutes. It's a little sock bag. I got that from her last update. And of course it's got her signature stripes on the inside. It's a great little bag for socks. So I got one of these. The next one that I have is from Moon Glow Yarns. This is the Knitty Natty set for the Spooky Socks knit along. Let's get that to focus. Focus, focus, focus. Okay. Moon Glow. It's got this really pretty dark color, and then the contrasting minis. That started on October 1st with Knitty Natty. I have not obviously started my socks yet because they're in the original packaging. So, but this is called Haunted Rose Garden Sock Set. Moon Glow Yarns has some really great colorways. They're awesome. The next one that I have is from Luna Pearl Yarns. I've talked about her before. She has really great colorways. Let's see if it will focus on its own. Come on. This is called Candy Buckets, and this was one of 2 colorways that she did for the Black Squirrel in Berkeley, which is a yarn shop in California. I checked today and it looks like all of them are sold out. But this is a really fun self-striping colorway. The second one that I have is also from Luna Pearl. This is the second colorway that she came out with, which is called Samhain. I'm probably saying that wrong. I know I've said that word wrong before. But there's that. So that's what I have for acquisitions as far as yarn and, well, yarn and bags go. Like I said, the big acquisition that I have is my new knitting space in where I keep my most of my yarn. I still have a lot in the office. It hasn't completely moved out here yet, but this is where I have a lot of my self-striping, all of my sock yarn, all of that stuff, sweater quantities and all of that. I also have I'm going to start putting up my progress keepers that I have, since I have so many from Ann Tudor and also from other places. And then I have a place for all my pins that I have. So I will do a little tour real quick of my little knit nook, and then I'll come back to close out the episode. So here is a tour of my knit nook. I found this cabinet yesterday on Facebook Marketplace, and we added lights on the inside. I really didn't like the light that was up here, so we just did the strip lights that you can change the colors with your phone. It's a little peek at my stash. Up here I have a lot of my indie dyed self-striping yarn. And then I have a sweater quantity over here, and then I have Felici over here, and then some more indie dyed yarn here. Here's my little bat. Works in progress. There's the colors I picked for the Stephen West make-along. I think I'm missing a skein. I think I put it away because I thought I wasn't going to need it, but I think I actually need 4 instead of 5. I'll have to look because I forget. So then here is my chair. As you can see, it's in podcast mode. And then this is where I'm going to put all of my progress keepers. Right now they're over here in this. And then I have my board where I have my pins, my Shelly canned pins, and my pin from this Crazy Sock Lady Scrappy Sunday. I have my table. Mo's sleeping down there. My baby monitor for her. And then I have all of my bags in here. Where I store my needles at for my circular needles. This is actually a photo organizer, but I use them for circular needles. And then I have a label maker that has each. That. I have some bags. There's a work in progress in there. Podcast stuff. And then my minis. Still need to figure out what to do with my minis. So, and then we have our little family command center over here that I put together today. So yeah, that's my little knit nook. Okay, so to close out the episode, let's see. I have things that are bringing me joy, which is we did a super cleaning of the house last weekend and we're maintaining it, so that's making me happy. The girls are doing good in daycare, and work is very busy for me. Work is busy for my husband, so those are good things. We have a neighborhood get-together that we're doing on Tuesday for National Night Out. So I'm going to prepare for that because I have volunteered myself to put that together for our neighborhood. So I'm hoping that people show up. I'm going to make hot dogs. So hopefully they show up, eat some hot dogs. We all get to kind of know each other a little bit. So that's what I have for things that are bringing me joy. It is my birthday month, so I'm excited about that. My birthday is at the end of the month, so it's good to have another trip around the sun. And let's see, upcoming this week, like I said, we have the big Stephen West make-along that starts, and I'm gonna try and keep up with that. Gonna try and keep up with my gnome knitting because I know I'm behind. I think I'm 2 clues behind now. And I think that's it for the things that are upcoming this week. I think also, as far as unrelated to knitting things, I think this starts the week or month of where I'm on call like every 4 days. So we'll see how much knitting that brings in the next couple weeks as things start to get busier for me. But I think that's it. I'm going to close out this episode. Like I said, it's short. I don't have a whole lot of knitting that's done, and hopefully that changes. Also, I hope to do a little bit more of that now that I have some more projects finished and all of that. But again, thank you all so much for subscribing. Thank you all for liking the videos and leaving the nice comments below. Please, if you haven't subscribed to my channel and if you are enjoying the podcast, please make sure you subscribe and follow me on Instagram and on Ravelry. And I will see you all in the next episode. Bye.
Hey, Mommy.
Hey.
Mommy, you want to go fish?
Thank you so much.
Mommy, I see you, Mommy.
I see you.
Mommy, just like this.
Mm-hmm.
See, Mommy, my hair is very pretty.
Your hair is so pretty, Maddie. Ooh, girl, look at you.
Whew, I got a pretty mist on my hair. Mommy, I got a pretty mist on my hair.
No, you don't have a pretty nest in your hair.
Stupid. Quack, quack.